Liquor Talk. Brand new episode. It's right here, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning it on, whether you tune this on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts at. I'm your man, Victor, and this is the Liquor Talk. So go ahead and pour up that liquor. I don't care if it's the dark liquor or the wine or the white liquor, whatever liquor you like, and tune in for this episode because you're going to need it. Joining me today, podcasting out of Virginia, we got the crew from the Bare Naked Truth Podcast in the house tonight.
Hey, what's up? What's up, man?
Hey, everybody.
Hey, I appreciate y'all for coming on short notice. You know, so I definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all answered the call and we put this thing together on short notice. That's how podcasting is supposed to be. So I definitely appreciate y'all for coming on short notice. And also, I want to give a quick shout out to everyone who showed me birthday love this past week. I definitely appreciate it.
Happy
Birthday, man.
belated.
Also, like I said, shout out to the ones that show love financially or the ones that stop by my social media pages to show love. Definitely appreciate it. And also, shout out to this cigar lounge I went to for my birthday. I mean, I told the bartenders the birthday, hooked me up with a shot. Somebody else bought me a drink. And so I think someone else gave me a piece of cake or something because I think they were celebrating another birthday. So, word to the wise, if you're celebrating your birthday by yourself and you go to a bar, say something to somebody or shoot a video, shoot a reel or something and say it's your birthday. Somebody might hear it. They might be trying to buy you a drink, you know. You just never know. So
or you just might get a piece of cake.
yep, that too, you know. So but and also like I said, I'm blessed to see another year of life, you know. So I don't ever take that for granted. So shout out to everybody that showed birthday love, and also shout out to the ladies. Shout out to Shiny from Lipstick Laundry Podcast. Y'all gotta check her out. And also shout out to Chiquita from the Chronicles of Virgo Podcast. They were on for the birthday episode, so check them out as well. Show them love. They might be coming back on later this season, so that's still in talk. So, but now to my guest tonight, talk to me about the Bare Naked Truth Podcast. Because how did y'all come up with the concept?
Okay. I guess I'll start that off. So basically, man, a few years back, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to start a podcast. You know, I didn't want to like make a big fuss about it when it started because I wanted to see, you know, find hosts and stuff like that. Another buddy of mine, he made a post of something about a podcast, linked up with him. You know what I'm saying? We started talking, set it off. And one day, you know, I was at work and I was just like, yo, we gotta come up with a name, something that makes sense, you know, that describes real and you know the essence of it. So it was going to be the Bare Truth Podcast, right? And so you know, we got together, man. We was just shooting little videos, playing around. And one of the homies, I put the camera on, and he was like, "Yo, this is the Bare Naked Truth Podcast." And at the time, I was like, "Nah, it's Bare Truth." I was like, "Whatever." So we just ran with it. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how we got here.
That's real. That's real. And talk about the longevity because y'all been at it for like 10 seasons. I'm looking through y'all catalog. I'm like, wow, y'all been really at it.
All right, so that comes from, man, and I'm gonna go back to the beginning before I had other co-hosts also. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, for whatever reason they couldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? And shouts to my brother Kid, man. I actually had him come on an episode. You know what I'm saying? And he came, he was prepared, man. He had shit written down. You know, he was ready. You know what I'm saying? They smoked our boots on that episode, but he was ready. And
yeah.
With my man. And so with my man's you know, when he dropped,
still smoking.
Hey man, we getting our get back, bro. But when my other co-host dropped, man, for health reasons and stuff like that, you know, I called my brother, man, and he was like, yo, you know, I'm down, let's do it. You know what I mean? And so, you know, we started getting it, man. And then he actually introduced me to Punky. He brought her on for an episode. He was like, bro, I'm telling you, you're gonna love her, man. She's fucking funny. She's crazy. She's like one of the fellas. And brought her on for an episode, man. It was just click. And I don't know if she know this, but after that, me and him kind of talked, and I was like, yo, she dope, bro. Like, you think she would be down to actually be, you know, part of the show?
That's my dog.
You know what I'm saying? And so, we kept it going for a minute, man. She came back on, did a few episodes, and then it was just like it feel right. You know what I'm saying? And so we asked her to come on. She said, "Yeah, I'm with it," and so that's how we got here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love y'all.
Love you
oh,
too.
love you too, sis.
So, Kid Punky, what was your motivation besides rocking with your favorite cousin for the podcast? Because I know a lot of people, they you have co-hosts and stuff. Some drop off, and for whatever reason, it could be health, could be issues with the co-host, or what made y'all decide y'all want to stick around?
Every time we link up for a show, like even before, like he said, they brought me on. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. Listen, every time we link up, it's just like hanging with family. You know what I'm saying? Like when you haven't seen your cousins in a minute, you haven't seen your brothers or whatever, and then y'all have that one day where you just look forward to coming. And then all of us, we collaborate well, but we also have our own way of thinking. So it's like it all just fits together like jigsaw puzzles.
That's real. And that's the key. That's the key to group podcasts. And you have one leader, and you have people that they think together, and they also want to show up. So now, unfortunately, I tried that for the first 2 seasons, but then I found if people ain't passionate about it, they're not going to show up. So, and I'm just like, look, I've learned over the years, like for me, it was just finding people to come on. So you know what, and people showed up. Unlike people in your city, but teach
I'm
you
gonna tell
something.
you, man, like it is hard to find people that actually stay on. You know what I'm saying? Because one, a lot of people feel like I don't know. I guess because it's social media now, they feel like, yo, if I just start a podcast, then all of a sudden everything's going to just fall in place for me. And it's like, that's not how it happens. You know what I'm saying? And so to have them, sit down, ride with me, I had other people, man, and things didn't work, for whatever reason. So to have them ride with me, man, it was dope. And to and sit there and say, we're in this for the long haul. Let's actually see the bigger picture rather than just hey man, we did this shit for 4 episodes, man. How come we ain't got 50,000 views on each episode? It's like, yo, it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta grow this thing. So, I appreciate them for riding with me, man, and dealing with me. And I don't know where my brother at. His phone and went out or something, but we're gonna keep it rolling.
Yeah, that's the one thing we gotta do is always keep it rolling. Like I don't know what it is about liquor talk, but it feels like the last few weeks people been having technology issues, but we still love him though. We still got the show
No, it
rolling.
ain't you. It's his phone. It's his phone. That's what it is. No, I'm gonna keep it real with him. He got an iPhone, and that's the problem.
Hey, what's wrong with iPhones?
Stop hating. Stop hating. Stop hating. Stop hating.
Look, I got an iPhone, but I never record with it though. But
yeah, but no. To answer your question, man, favorite cuz, man, he, me and him been rocking for over 20 years, man. So, he just always been a good friend of mine, man. And whenever he needed anything, or if I needed anything, he was always there. So he gave me a call, man, and I told him, I said, hey man, I'm there, man. You know what I mean? So, and then just the energy between us three is immaculate, man. It's just outstanding. So, it's a lot of fun, it's a lot of positive energy, man. So, I like to keep that rolling,
yeah, that's for sure. That you always want to keep the positive energy and the good vibes rolling. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes that can be hard to come by. So that's why I tell people if you find it, you got to do what it takes to hold on to it because it ain't nothing worth replacing. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather fight you for one episode and we come back, we make up. But it's like people they fall out over the stupidest shit.
Smallest thing.
I think, man, when it comes to that, man, it's just like people don't really you start to find out who really friends or who really rock with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, we've like any collective, we've had our moments where we didn't agree. But the one thing I can say, man, is we never said anything to each other that was like so far out that you couldn't come back from it.
I'm back from it. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like, yo, you know, me and my brother had a moment. I bet, you know, we may not talk for a couple days, but at the end of the road, it's like, yo, the big picture is this, man. You my dog. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
And I'm not going to let, you know, a few moments of disagreement, you know, tear up what we trying to build or what we have, you know, outside of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we just keep it like that, man, and keep it moving, you know.
That's
That
it.
is so real. And it's like, now, what is some advice do y'all give to people that want to start a podcast in 2024? Because for some reason, people always believe it's a good idea to start the things at the top of the year instead of when you're thinking about it, that's when you need to start it. Don't wait to the top of the year. But I digress. What do y'all think? Like, what's some advice y'all give to people who want to start out on podcast?
Well, you know, just get started, you know. Just get started, you know. Everything is not gonna go according to plan. So just plan accordingly and get started. You know, if you got an idea and a concept, you know, hey, I say flow with it, you know, and don't wait and keep putting it off.
That's real.
Yeah.
Come on, Punky. You next.
Oh, okay. All right, my turn. No, also everything just seems so instant. Like if you look, especially social media and everything, it just seems like, oh, I got a phone, I could do a podcast. It's not that. And then another thing I love with, you know, being on the podcast with both of them, it's never a situation like it's too many chiefs and no Indians. You get what I'm saying? Like everybody, they invited me in. This is his baby. You get what I'm saying? So it's no, like, you have a lot of people, they try and collaborate, but at the same time, it's no loyalty. You get what I'm saying? So you just have to play your part. Like it's a whole thing. We're one mission at the end of the day. So promote, promote, promote. You know what I'm saying? Everybody comes together, but at the same time, it's a structure to everything. And I feel as though I told one of my homegirls the other day, because I saw some, you know, you see people do snake stuff, especially with the podcast stuff. Like they want to come on, then it's like they want to talk about, you know, but it's you. I would say always try and venture with people that have their own thing going on as well, because they'll understand more so than coming on and trying to crash and bash what you have going on. But yeah, that's the advice I would give out.
Mine would be, man, to you on the podcast, understand that nobody knows you when you first start off, and it's not an overnight thing. It's a grind. You know what I mean? And don't be afraid to invest in yourself. You know, and just grind and enjoy the mission and learn also, because you know even to get to where we're at now, where we're still out here pushing, trying to get the recognition. It's still a process. It's a trial and error. If we try things, it failed.
Right.
Keep going. You know what I'm saying? Just like learning how to ride a bike. You fall off the bike, get up, keep riding. And just learn, okay, next time, okay, I'm gonna tie my shoe next time I get on the bike so my string don't get caught in the chain again. You know what I mean? Make sure my feet don't kick the pedals and all this other stuff. So you just basically learn it as you go along.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
consistency.
Yes.
And I can share with you, man, like the very first episode, the very first episode of the BT podcast, it wasn't even supposed to be an episode. I didn't know how to work the camera, nothing. We just came together, had a meeting, and crazy shit just started happening around us. So I just started filming.
Okay.
You know what I mean? My first tripod was a selfie tripod, man. I set it on a stack of books and put it in the chair. I didn't know how to set up the camera still. I didn't know how to adjust to get lighting right and all that stuff. So it was just, a learning process. Now it's almost second nature. You know what I mean?
And just for me, hearing him say that, I can't imagine it or believe it. Because, like, coming on, it's so many things behind the scene, the camera, the sound, like both of them do. I don't know nothing about it. I just sit there and blink and be like, okay, I'm ready. All right. Hey, I don't know. So
we go at it all the time behind the scenes, man. Said, no, hey, bro, move that over here. Like, man, no, man, fix this. No, bro, I got you. All right, man, you ready? Yeah, let's go. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's how you should be. Like whenever you're doing a podcast, you don't understand the logistics behind it and stuff, or you gotta tell people, "Hey man, your audio ain't coming in right," or something like that, or you got to learn how to. You got to thug it out through technology failures. It's like that's one thing I've learned over the years, and I definitely agree with everything y'all saying about starting off in podcasting because you got to start off ugly. What people is, you got to start off ugly, and where it goes is up to you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to make something out of it, hey, you got to keep going and be consistent. But if not, it's going to show. Like they say, the proof's in the pudding. Now, what's something about podcasting y'all wish y'all would have known before you got started?
For me, I would say branding. Branding, but that's also part of the journey that I like. When we first initially started, this wasn't the logo at first. It was the logo. Because I was like, yo, we want to be raw, we want to be in your face. You know what I'm saying? So I actually had a logo of a little boy standing in front of a bear with his middle finger up. You know what I'm saying? Basically, like, yo, we look the biggest threats in the face and say, fuck it.
Yeah.
But as we started going, now mind you, at this time there was no direction. So we would just get on the camera and just talk. We didn't have topics, we didn't have structure. And so after a while, I started seeing things and people started picking up. I actually wanted to start doing more work, and I actually tried to partner with this organization that was doing something for back to school. And I was like, yo, why these people not reaching back to me? You know what I'm saying? Why, I was trying to get on TV, like, why these people not reaching back? What's going on? And it was like, yo, I talked to my one of my big homies, and he was like, well, look at your logo. You know what I mean? Like, how does that fare on other people's stuff if you got a person holding up their middle finger in front of a bear? You know what I mean? So definitely branding. Like, you have to brand for where you're trying to go and not where you're at currently. You know what I'm saying? So, make sure your brand is something that's recognizable, non-offensive, and that people can look at it and say, okay, that's that. I use the N, I changed the colors of the logo, but every time you see it, you understand, okay, that's BNT. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely branded for me.
Yeah. For me, it was actually finding a niche, you know what I'm saying? And trying to develop things that people want to actually hear and people actually want to talk about, and things that they want to engage with, because the people tend to get bored if it's not something that they're interested in. They tend to get bored and they'll stop watching after, a certain time. So just developing that niche and finding things that people want to hear and people want to engage with.
I'm still in the learning process. I'm learning as we go right now. Like,
nothing wrong.
Hey, look, no, cause see, she be trying to be humble, man, and see, when she don't be realizing yours. Like when we go out, man, everybody always ask about her ass, man.
Yeah.
So she doing something, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, what Punky at? Where the girl? I'm like, damn, we here. Like, nah, where the girl at? Like, okay,
right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
So she be trying to be humble, but she know what's up.
Fellas, I'm being real with y'all. That's the one thing even I noticed as a podcast host, because I had like lady codes to start off. They would always be asking, "What a lady at? How the lady doing?" Yeah. I'm like, "Well, damn, I'm over here planning all this shit." So I feel that. I definitely feel that.
They the pretty faces, man. They see our mugs all the time. They like, man, shoot, what a girl, because she, she the one. You know what I'm saying?
And the ladies be asking me where they at. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, kid, cool, cuz cool, like, yeah. So, it's the flip flop.
It's the flip.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and I've had some people listen to the show. They like, hey man, what that pretty girl you had at the one time? I'm like, okay, man, you gotta tell me which one because it's like I had so many people on. So I definitely feel where y'all coming from with that, man. And I definitely get what you're coming from with the branding and all of that stuff. Now,
Definitely.
and that branding is definitely everything. It definitely will get you in the door with a lot of things. It's definitely done it for me too. So, but speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Liquor Talk podcast. The more you drink, the better we sound. We sound out. This podcast will sound a whole lot better. You need to get you a drink in your hand. I don't care if it's brown liquor, dark liquor, wine, whatever you like. Now, if you're driving, don't drink, or if you're working, don't drink. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because I don't need y'all getting in trouble on the job, but pull it up, y'all. So let me ask y'all, what's your favorite liquor? What y'all like to drink?
Oh, man.
I go first.
All right, well, I haven't been drinking much lately, but my drink of choice is whiskey. I love some whiskey. You know, give me some Jack Daniels.
Okay.
You know, yeah.
Hey, we gotta get you on Uncle Nearest though, because apparently it was Uncle Nearest who taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey.
Yes, sir. He gave him the recipe. I used that as one of my know your truths on an episode. You know, yeah, he gave him the recipe, and then also Jack Daniels family just awarded Uncle Nearest family full rights to their own bottle.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, their own bottle, gave them the rights to the actual recipe and everything.
What's up?
Yeah.
So shout out to Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I drink that.
Hey, look, I forgot mine in the kitchen, man. And I'm the same too, man. I actually started cutting back on my drinks, man. But probably my drink of choice, man. Average hood nigga shit. You know, I'm gonna drink some Henny. You know, I'm gonna drink some Crown Royal.
Yeah.
And you know, probably some Ciroc, depending on how I feel. But you know, when I was younger, the Incredible Hulk, you know, that was the thing to go to.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a given.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Lot of forgotten nights on the Incredible Hulk, you know. So
yes, a lot of forgotten nights for me in college on the Incredible Hulk. Yes,
definitely.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll speak for Punky. Her
no, let her talk.
No, I want to hear what you guys say. Let me go ahead.
Hey, her drink of choice is Souls. She drinks Souls for a living. No, I'm sorry. I'm just joking, sis. I love my sister.
Well, damn.
Yo.
Damn. Now, how you got to come back for that, Punky? How do you respond to that?
No, I love you, Mom.
I don't drink often, but when I do,
Dos Equis is the drink of choice now.
It's tequila, and you know, it might come with a side of a soul. But yeah, like I love tequila. I love champagne, and what else? That's about it. I mean, I drink pretty much. What's wrong? Anything.
Everything.
Yeah.
She drink that Shang Tsung.
You sang to song, right?
Yeah. Your soul is mine, goddammit. Oh man, what's your drink of choice, man? You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, I feel y'all. Listen, I feel y'all on both cutting back of the drink. I don't drink as much. I think the only time I really sip is when I'm recording. But my drink
what's in your cup now?
Tonight on my cup is a little wine cooler. You know what I'm saying? So a little orange wine cooler I was trying out because I was doing things on a whim. You know, so. My drink of choice is definitely like I'm like you, Cuzzo. I'll be on the Hennessy or what? What's that shit called? Oh yeah, the Douce. You know what I'm saying? I'm the dark liquor drinker as well.
Douce, yeah.
Yes, that Douce. And I definitely be on tequila. What I've noticed in my episodes I've had people on is a lot of the ladies they be on tequila or something white, and a lot of the fellas they definitely
be on some dark.
Hey man, because that white get them right, man. You know what I'm saying? That white get them right, the dark make you bark. You feel me? So the dog's gonna be on the dark and the lady's gonna be on the white. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Now, every once in a while, I'll have a lady surprise me and say she be on that brown look. I'm like, what?
Hey, look, hey, stay away from them, man. They like to fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They like to fight when they get that dark look in the system, bro. Somebody fighting. You know
I
what I
thought
mean?
it was a gin.
That's me and vodka.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I can't drink
Wow.
vodka. Mm-mm.
Now it's been a minute since I've done vodka. You know what I'm saying?
I can't
Because I
drink
did
vodka.
vodka a lot when I was in college. You ever do something a lot when you're younger and now you're older? You can't.
And you don't even want it.
Right.
Yeah. When I
started off
turned
with
21. Oh, shoot, go ahead, baby girl.
I know. I started off with Hennessy, and before Hennessy, what was it? It was Paul Masson. Oh, where'd y'all go? Oh gosh, hold on.
She blacked out. She blacked out.
You know what? Knock it off. Knock it off. Now I started with Paul Masson like at early age, very early. Then went to Henny, and then I don't do dark no more. Like I tell myself I'm allergic to it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Shouts to Paul Masson too, man. Because you know, back in the days when I only had like $15 in my pocket, but I needed the bottle, man.
Hey, look.
Hey, bro, catch that sale, get that mango.
Look.
You know.
Jerk and jerk.
Hey, I remember walking in 100-degree weather in Clearwater down Drew Street, drinking Paul Masson.
Damn, you a trooper, man. Like,
man, I'm 100-degree weather drinking
100
that
degrees
shit.
and you drinking Paul Masson, man. You a trooper, man.
That's
You a real
man.
one.
Animal, bro.
Yeah. Hey.
I couldn't. I like I said, I live in Florida. Like, if it's hot like that, I want to be a frozen daiquiri. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting up the daiquiri spot, get me a frozen daiquiri. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Hell no.
Hey, by the time I walked up the street, I had a cup, Paul Masson and ice. By the time I got to the end of the street, that ice was melted.
Oh wow.
It was done.
That sounds like Florida for you, man.
Yeah.
So,
Yes, sir.
So you just straight, you drinking water and liquor, basically.
That's it. Yeah.
Paul Masson and sun rays, goddamn it. Shit.
Oh my God! Shut up, yo. Shut up.
Yeah.
Global
Lord,
warming.
I'm like, how the hell did you do it, man? Like, Lord have mercy, because if it's hot like that, like, so I'm not even thinking about no damn cup, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe a cup full of ice, you know what I'm saying? Because it gets hot, but I ain't thinking about that.
Hey, I promise you, after that day, I didn't do it again. I didn't do it again after that day. I promise you that. Yeah.
Oh man.
I bet you did, you know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't do it either. You know, so I couldn't even imagine that, you know.
Yeah.
I made a similar mistake to that. It wasn't as bad, but so I used to rap like some years back, man.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the first time I got invited to do a outside performance. And so it's a car show. Thousands of people there, man. Crazy event, right? Now, before then, I didn't own a pair of shorts before then. I'm gonna just say that. So I was out there in jeans, t-shirt, you know, sneakers, just chilling. As soon as I get to the spot, my dude like, yo, man, let's go get some drinks. So I'm like, bet. So the first thing I get, vodka and Sprite. It ain't 100 degrees, but it's like 80 something. As soon as I start drinking them, I'm sweating like hell. I go on stage, try to perform. It's hot. I'm sweating like hell. I was like, never again. After that, I went and bought me about 15 pair of shorts. And I said, I would never drink outside in the heat again.
You must have been on the beach when he did that.
Nah, it was in the country, man. It was a big, you know, in the country, they just got land. So they just had land. They set it up for the car show, man. It was probably about 6,000 people out that day, man. And me not thinking, just being young, ready to drink, and looking at the sights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't think, bro. It's hot out here. Don't drink with jeans on in the heat because you're gonna sweat. It's just like, man, bump it. But yeah, that was a non-forgettable experience. I'll never do that again.
Listen, I actually did that same thing, drinking with jeans on, and this was homecoming. And I'm out here drinking with the big dogs, you know what I'm saying? The older alums. While I'm still in college, I'm drinking with the older alums and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I did eat a little bit, but I'm throwing these drinks back, you know what I'm saying? I think they'd have made some kind of juice. I don't know what's in the juice, but I'm throwing it back. Next thing you know, I'm like, I get back at my house, I pass the fuck out, and I'm like, damn, it's homecoming. I done missed all the parties. I woke up, I'm like, God damn, I was really toe up drunk. And my mentor, he was like, I heard it in your voice, man. It sounds like you having a hard time. I was like, God damn. I said, whenever I go to homecoming, I'm definitely going to pace myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to throw back drinks like a crazy motherfucker ever again. You know what I'm saying?
See, he started get to looking at all that tail. Was like, yeah,
Yeah.
we out here sipping big dogging, and yep.
Yeah, you like I'm out here pregame, and I'm like, God damn. But sometimes that was the one time I went. That's probably the one or two times I went super hard for the pregame, you know. So
Okay.
Man, but me now, I wouldn't even imagine doing that now.
Right.
Oh
right.
no, I ain't built for that no more, man.
Yeah.
Right
Man,
there.
shit, man. Hey, look, now I'm the dude now that got to drink his shots with water. You know what I'm saying? I got to. Hey man, 4 shots. I need a bottle of water, cuz. See? I say that for the youngest, man. I tried to hang with my cousins and them, man. My little cousins, man. And being the older head, man, midnight, I'm ready to shut it down. They're like, oh man, we still going. All right, well, y'all enjoy yourself, man.
See you later.
I'm out. Yeah. Passed my bedtime 4 hours ago.
Damn. Bedtime 4 hours ago. See, me working overnight, so sometimes I can still hang, but then my problem is I get bored quick. I'm like, okay, man, fuck this. Hell with this, So
yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is the Liquor Talk. Now, we got to talk about some things because 2023 has definitely been a year. So why do y'all feel like there's just been so much animosity between men and women on podcasts? Because I'm pretty sure you heard the other podcasts out there where people they be having these debates over hypothetical situations. And in some cases, I be listening to them, I'm like, you know what the hell this person about to say. Why are you even asking that question? That's not... You shouldn't. I've learned over the years, there's some things you don't ask certain people, So why do you feel like there's always such animosity between men and women?
It's a few things, man, and I could probably talk about this all day, but I'm gonna keep it short so they could get some too. I'm gonna say the first thing, man, is everybody want to be right. Don't nobody want to be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be right. My situation is right, yours is wrong. My answer is right, yours is wrong. And, unfortunately in the world, it's not the case, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get 10 multiple ways. You know what I'm saying? You can have 0, add 10, 1 + 9, 2 + 8, take it on down the line. So you could get the same answer, but everybody wants their way to be
the right way.
That way. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not that way,
Mm-hmm.
That was deep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That was deep. That was real deep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, don't get them.
Nah, I need cause I'm still trying to process that one in. That was real deep. Like, wow. You did the math problem on me. Like, wow, you know what? That is right. Okay.
Well, I think a lot of it, man, is everybody wants to control the narrative. Also too, it may be a possibility. It may just be, helpful, for clickbait.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's part of just trying to catch people's attention and, to reel them in and, and that's all, and then also too, men and women have this thing that they want to establish dominance, so it's all about, who's stronger, who's this and that, but like my man said, everybody want to be right. So everybody want to try to prove their point as well, and I think, like I said, it's more so of trying to control the narrative.
Sure. And some of it, like you said, could be for clickbait reasons. A majority of it, even down to what was his name, Kevin Samuels, and
individuals like
Hey,
that.
hey, now.
Yeah,
Oh no,
that's
I have no
important.
problem with anything.
No,
I
I'm
have no
playing.
problem
Go
with
ahead,
none of
go
he
ahead.
was. No, listen. Y'all know I love blunt people. I have no problem with stuff that he was speaking, but not so much him, but a lot of people. I think it's social media has given people a lot of not fake confidence, but it just allows them to project their alter ego a lot more than themselves. You get what I'm saying? So it's like at this moment I'm on my soapbox and this is what it is, and I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna overtalk anybody that tries to disagree with me. I might have somebody trying to agree with me, but I'm not trying to hear either because I just want to be heard and I want to be seen at this moment. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just yeah.
That's it too, man. With and bouncing off her, man, with the alter ego. A lot of the shit is fake, man.
Yeah.
Let's be
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of these people who say this and all that offline is something completely different. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like when we talk, man, because we're not trying to push a fake narrative. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And my thing I would say to the women and the men out here, fellas, if you see a girl on a video or whatever, and she's like, yo, well, it costs you $700 just to speak to me. Well, don't say nothing to that bird. Just leave her alone. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Ladies, you find dudes that's like, oh, well, I ain't about to do this for no girl. Well, bro, ladies,
Don't
stay
waste
away
your
from
time.
that
Yeah.
nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that, and I'm like, them people need to quit lying to themselves because you know what? You want to tell people that in person, but you're lying because the right one will have you doing all those things.
Man, how you fucked up out here, man?
It is because they know that right person come along, they doing all the shit that you said you ain't gonna do. Or if it is just for clickbait, you see them in person, but you're like, you said on the video, so that tells me you somebody you ain't 100. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
And just and fellas, for the fellas that's gonna be listening and watching this, man, look at here. Stop trying to blow your bag on the first date, man. Just
thank
relax.
you.
You can't keep that lifestyle up, bro.
Get
if she really likes you, it could be the simplest thing. Like if she really likes you and stuff like that, for real, after she won't even really be encouraging you to spend money, especially on a restaurant and stuff like that. That's just so ignorant to me. Like you wanna, but then I don't know.
Yeah. I tell them work your way up to the 5-star meal, baby girl. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta treat this like a video game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's levels to this shit.
Yeah, you don't just start. Mario didn't let you start off with the firepower, with the flower power, man. You had to go hit a couple
you
blocks.
also knew that cheat code too to bypass level 1.
You had to work for it.
You knew that
you
cheat code.
got
Don't
past
act like
level 1.
Cheat code.
But you still started off small. You had to hit the block to get the mushroom, then get the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? In real life, don't give them no cheat codes.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you did get lucky enough to skip the first step, let's say you had the mushroom and you hit the joint, you got the firepower, but let's say you lost the mushroom before you got the firepower, guess what? You just got big. You ain't get the firepower. You won't go skip that step.
That's basically what it is. Like, hey.
Oh man.
Y'all all right.
Hey, that's real.
That's what we do, man. That's what we do, man.
That is so real, but we can't. But in real life, there are no cheat codes. And also, if you got to use a cheat code or cheat to get it, you got to keep maintaining it, and you'll probably lose it the one time you don't cheat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
just go play yourself for the
don't
end,
cheat
man.
yourself. Just save the cheating for the video games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Save it for the Grand Theft Auto whenever it comes out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still don't understand why you drop a preview, but and the shit coming out to 2025, but that's another.
Out too, man. Punky got a cameo in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But thank you, AI.
Yeah, AI done ruined that a lot. But
yeah,
one thing I would definitely say people need to learn how to do. People need to learn how to, instead of arguing with somebody on social media, argue to listen. Try to listen first and try to understand this person's concept. Because one thing I noticed is people today, they just want to debate to try to be right. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they're trying to take first take and apply it to all aspects of life. You know,
Yeah. See, I argue for content.
same
You know what I'm
here.
saying?
Same here.
Because it's like, it helps me kind of see where other people's coming from, and that I can just kind of use that, like, okay, and just kind of bounce it back and forth. But yeah, that's the only reason I'm arguing. If it was more for content, man, a lot of the stuff I respond to, I wouldn't even respond to, honestly. So
Mhm. Content, and you never know what goes viral nowadays.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I end up in jail a lot behind that. So we'll keep that to a minimum.
Always, you always want to definitely keep that
Right.
to a minimum, you know. So moving forward, y'all. Now, what do y'all think needs to happen in 2024 to restore the love? Because it used to be nowadays on social media or in real life, you see a lot of people that just go back and forth and stuff, but nobody want to show the love. Like, where's the love at? Like, how do we get back to when we showing love in 2024? Like, because it's nowadays, it's just all these gender wars and stuff.
Yeah. Well, you just said it in the last response. Just sit back and listen to learn. Don't listen to respond. Listen to actually hear this person's perspective. And then also, I believe more so unity. It's such a self-absorbed world nowadays. Everybody's out for themselves. So everybody want to get their point across. Everybody want to, to try to prove their point. So, but if they actually just sit back and observe and listen to the other person, maybe they can learn something. So, if we get back to that, and actually listen, and observe, I think we can get back to it.
But do you owe every person trying to explain something a lending ear?
Nope.
No, or explanation. No.
Mm-mm.
I think people need to start and forgive my ignorance for what I'm about to say. I think people need to stop having sex under the influence of pills and stuff like that. And we'll get back to the love, man, because I get too emotional when it ain't necessary. And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's effective, you know what I'm saying? No?
Yeah. Start having condom sex, man. You know, people don't never seem to fight when they do that.
You know what? That's actually true, you know what I'm saying? And it falls on both parties. And now people
Yeah.
out here having babies that they don't want to have, but they'll be downgrading the person they're having a baby with. Oh, this person is this person is that. I'm like, well, you done made the baby with the person, so what does that say about you?
Yeah. Hey, look, look, speaking on that, man, like, that's one way, man. People who hate each other, stop having kids together, man.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And know this person. Actually, and being real, man, in light of my last comment, being real, man, I think to bring back the love, man, people really need to get in touch. People need to love themselves first. That's the problem we're having with a lot of people. They don't love themselves, and what happened is because they don't know how to love themselves, they start spewing that hate onto other people. You know what I'm saying? And that start there. Start within yourself and then work your way out. You know what I mean?
Yes. You gotta love on yourself, and you gotta forgive yourself. And also you gotta forgive the people that did you wrong too, because those motherfuckers ain't gonna apologize, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta do those three things, you know what I'm saying? And then the love will come back, you know, because nowadays I'm looking at everybody like everybody got some vendetta against men. Some men out here got vendetta against women, and women got it against men. And I'm like, you know what? If we get down to the root issue, it could be because you fucked up and you made a dumb decision. And at the end of the day, you need to take accountability for that decision. Don't beat yourself up for it, you know what I'm saying? But take accountability and say, I need to get better here.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
But ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Liquor Talk, you know what I'm saying? So so also I was also looking at something that says chivalry nowadays is dead. Like people are saying nobody does men don't do gentlemanly things and women don't appreciate gentlemanly things. So is chivalry dead nowadays? Has chivalry died? And if it's died, when did it die?
I don't know when it died, but I do know it's like the gentleman role has really shifted. And it's like now the gentlemen, not all of them, but there's a percentage of them that are like the mindset of the female. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to be courted. Which is not a problem if you with a guy. Yeah, like you do, I do, whatever. But it's not a lot of manly men out here anymore. Like they're looking for a come up, just like the women that they complain about. You get what I'm saying? Like some of them have that same mindset. Then
and I think some of it too, man. It goes unappreciated. Like,
right.
There's numerous times, man, where I may see a young lady come to the store and I hold the door for her, right? And I can see it all in her face.
Right.
And she's like, oh hell, this dude about to try to talk to me. I don't want to talk. And I just hold the door. You know what I'm saying? And then they say thank you or whatever. But then I notice too, when I don't do that, because I'm not trying to holler at you if I just hold the door for you.
Right.
But then when you hold the door for them, and then you kind of look back, and then they kind of looking like, well, why didn't he try to talk to me? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, and I think that's what happens, man. Once it starts getting unappreciated, and then you start seeing more and more people, especially on this internet, talking about stuff like that, it make you not want to do it. Like I just watched the video of the young lady who was like, oh, the dude came to the door and he bought her flowers. And she was like, she didn't know what to do. She kind of, flew past him, got in the car. He opened the door for her, and she texted her friends and said he's a weirdo. So when you hear stuff like that, it make you think like, and now that's just her. But how many other women think like that?
Things like that, yeah.
And so the problem is that when you run across that, so now because that's the loudest voice in the room, you think that's the way it is. So now you may have someone who actually appreciates it. You don't do it. And then when they ask you about it, it's like, damn, well, you asking for too much. You know what I'm saying? When it's just like, no, just open the door, close the door, do nice things. You know what I'm saying? So, this internet, man, too many people got mics in this internet. It's
well,
got some stuff up.
Well, I believe too, it falls on the parents because parents no longer teach those with their children those kind of values. A father don't say, hey, hold the door for your mother or hold the door for your sister, and then a mother don't explain to her son that a young man should be able to hold a door for a woman or just hold the door for another human being in general. So I think those values are starting to fade.
Yeah.
Parents are not teaching their children these core values anymore.
Yeah, parents are definitely not teaching their kids the core values no more, and also the dads aren't really being dads, or the dads aren't really in the household no more. It's like you got a lot of single parents, or you have dads and moms or you got the single dads out here raising the kids, or the single mom out here raising the kid by themselves. So you don't have 2-parent households to where you can learn from both perspectives.
Right.
Can't get along because they beefing. Like, wow. You know what I mean? So,
right. Well, any of my children haven't been in a 2-parent household, but I still teach my children these values. I tell my daughter all the time, hey, if he don't hold a door for you, then he's not worth your time. I make sure my boys, I make sure that they hold doors for their mother, for their sister, you know, and they grandmothers. So, you know, but they don't necessarily have to have a, you know, a 2-parent household to learn these values. You just got to have that parent that's willing to teach these values.
True.
That's true. You definitely got to have a parent that's willing to teach the values and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You find that a lot of days, like if you don't learn the values, maybe somebody in life might teach you. You know what I'm saying? They might be bitter with you about it. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I know in the South when you don't do it and you're going to the same place, a motherfucker will let you hear about it. I'm like, what? Now, because it happened to me. Like, why you ain't hold the door for me? I'm like, I wasn't even paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in a rush to get somewhere and I wasn't paying attention. So younger me didn't know that, but nowadays, if I'm older, I'm like, if I see somebody behind me, I'm gonna look out now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Plus, man, I hold the door for anybody, man. I don't care if you're male or female, man. It's just you know, just being nice, man. You know what I'm saying? And like sometimes, man, like so many people going through so much stuff these days, man.
Simple act.
Yeah, you don't even know, like that simple slamming the door in their face could trigger something. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's like if me holding the door for you would keep you from going over the edge while I'm in the same location as you are, well then I'm gonna hold the door for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because it's just sometimes it just, you know, you just never know what people going through, man. So you know.
Also, too, it's just common decency. To hold the door for someone else, because like you said, you don't know what that person's going through, you know. So you holding that door can, you know, change up their day. So
yeah. And there's other acts of chivalry besides holding doors.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying, and you know what we gotta do as well, like fellas, like if anything going on with her car, we gotta be taking care of her car. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, some ladies don't know everything. Only thing they know is to turn the car on and drive. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you're in a relationship, you gotta definitely be looking out for her and stuff when it comes to the car and stuff. So. Now, I'm not sure if there are any chivalrous acts that ladies can do for men, you know.
It is, man. It's a lot of them that can be done for us men, man, and that don't get discussed enough. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yeah.
I think I think one of them, man, is just being polite. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we walking past, like, let's say we're in the aisle or something, and you know we speak, you know, just like I was in the store yesterday, man, and it was an older woman, you know, and I was just coming down there. She was like, you know, how you doing? I was like, how you doing? You know, and it was just being nice. You know what I'm saying? It didn't mean that she want me or I want her. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Acknowledging a human.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, how you doing? You know, just being nice and stuff like that. You know, that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't have to be nothing crazy. And I think that's what people think. Like, chivalrous comes to something crazy. Like, oh, well, if you see me in the store, pay for my groceries. Man, hell no, bitch, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I give you some dap. That's all I can give you. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't about to buy your groceries. But if I say hi to you, you know what I'm saying? It's not me trying to say I want you. It's just, you know, just being nice. You know what I'm saying? So, you know. But I think that's one thing, man. Something else, you know, shit, ladies. If you see a man coming and you already through the door, hold the door for him.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I won't talking about you, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, but you know, you just hold the door for him. You know what I'm saying? It's just showing that same courtesy that you would want someone to show you.
That's
basically.
it.
That's
it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't hold doors, punk. You let the door hit me earlier today, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
I did not.
I know.
Oh, I was about to say no.
Punky, what do you think? What are some other ways ladies can be chivalrous towards men?
I mean, women just need to realize, like, men are just as much as a human as we are. The only thing that separates us is, you know, body anatomy or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Private parts. That's it. The same way we want to be heard, the same way, you know what I'm saying? We might want to be hugged and stuff like that or whatever. They do too. And especially the black man carries so much weight on him on a daily, whether he's married, whether he's a father, whether he is what he is, from like, you know what I'm saying, seeing a cop car and probably fearing for his life, or, you know, just not feeling heard at his job, not feeling heard with his girl, not feeling heard at the home. Hey, babe, just what? I'm sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's just like, you got to always just be mindful the same way. And every guy is not worth it, just as well as every female is not worth it. You get what I'm saying? But when you find one, just, even if it's your homeboy, your cousin, your brother, your friend, or whatever, just always check on them. Because you never know. A lot of people, and especially this time of age, a lot of people internalize a lot of stuff. And it's like, it could be that one phone call. Like, just check on your people. You know what I'm saying? Send a text, do something. But it's the day of where everybody is so self-absorbed. It's about me. It's about me. It's about me. I'm a female. He's supposed to be checking on me. He's supposed to, like, nah, it really is with that. You know what I'm saying? It should go both ways. But like I said, you just gotta know who too, because just like a guy could be checking on a chick and he's checking and she's sitting here like, this nigga pressed. You get what I'm saying? A female could be doing the same thing to a guy, and then like, it's a fuel that breaks down to perception and people's egos though. But you gotta just check on them.
And it also breaks down to whether or not this person wants you or not. You know what I'm saying? Because if they want you, they're gonna embrace the check-in and stuff. If they don't want you, then they're not gonna embrace that check-in. Or if y'all are just friends, you know what I'm saying, then they might embrace that check-in. So, and I really do feel like it's a case-by-case situation. And we shouldn't generalize one bad situation based upon all the other on everybody else. You know?
Thanks.
That's true.
No, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna call my friends every day, probably to the point they get sick of it. They be like, man, this nigga again. Like, yeah, it's me.
It's me.
I'm calling back.
Hell, if my friends did that, I wouldn't get sick of it. I'd be like, bounce ideas off of them, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking about that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And asking for their perspective and asking their opinion, you know what I'm saying? And if it's a real friend, you wouldn't get you wanted to talk to them, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't get mad with them if they blew your phone up, you know? Nah, blow my phone.
Depending on how early they blowing the phone up, though. You know, so
shout out to the ones that still blow phones up, and shout out to the people that do all those things. And ladies and gentlemen, chivalry is clearly not dead since we over here talking about it.
It's
so
alive
in 2024.
It's alive.
Yeah, it's alive.
Oh man.
So what are you guys looking forward to with the new year coming up with the podcast and stuff?
Growth, man, expansion. You know, one thing I definitely, you know, try to encourage with them, man, is, you know, we have the podcast, but also, you know, use that to your advantage in some situations. You know what I'm saying? You know, go out, explore a little bit, you know, try the things, you know, I try to get them to, you know, create other shows also, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, go on other platforms, talk, you know. So that's my thing, man, is just to try to expand, man, and, you know, and get all of us more familiar in different circles, you know what I'm saying? So that way, when either one of us show up somewhere, whether we're collective or individual, people are familiar with, you know, who we are and what we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go ahead. You want to say something? No. Okay.
Post the show coming up soon. And
that should be the goal for any content creator. You know what I'm saying? Always want to expand and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But last question for you, man. In your own words, why do people need to subscribe and tap into the Bare Naked Truth podcast? Because I can tell my people to go ahead and do it, you know what I'm saying? But in your own words, why do people need to subscribe and tap in to the Bare Naked Truth podcast?
Because we the shit.
That's it. Hey,
you know,
we ain't nothing but
keep it real. Truth. Exactly.
Yeah, we ain't nothing but the truth. You know, it's all love, it's all laughter, you know what I mean? And
good content, man.
Right. And we talk about real issues.
We talk about you got 3 people, 3 different personalities talking about different topics, but whatever topic it is, you're gonna hear 3 different sides. So something of what's being said is definitely gonna resonate to each and everybody. You get what I'm saying? So with that, collectively, like, it's just, look at the name of it, Bare Naked. You get what I'm saying? Like, we're not, a lot of people, we're not sitting here trying to, like we were just saying, argue at the topic just to be heard. Like, it's just a discussion. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and you got your cousin, your favorite cousin, you got a kid, you got me. Like, it's just a sit down. It's no where you like, oh, they doing too much or this, that, and the third. Like, even talking to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a collective conversation. So it's like
raw.
everybody. Yeah, everybody. Wherever
And plus,
city.
we actually like each other, man. That's the other thing about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love my light brights, man. Like, I wouldn't change them out for nobody, man.
Oh,
You know
Darkness,
what I'm
we love you too, Darkness.
Love you too. What?
I got a nerve to have on all this damn black too in front of this curtain, right? I'm tripping.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Somebody get a flashlight. We can't see it.
Oh my gosh. Knock it off, y'all. Nah. But yeah, it's definitely, just it's something
Well,
for
I want to
everybody.
thank you all for blessing the Liquor Talk with your presence. And whenever y'all want the
Appreciate you,
man from
bro.
Liquor Talk to come on your platform,
Come
remember, I'm
on.
in Florida, but I'm just a DM away. Just throw out some
Hey
dates.
man, look, when we do another live, we're gonna bring you on, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hold y'all to that now because I'm trying to be
Gotcha.
out here in these podcasting streets, man.
Okay,
Hey, that's what
hey,
it is, man.
we got
Yeah,
you,
so
man.
y'all let me know when y'all want me to come on, and hey, and if I need to have y'all on again, y'all let me know. If y'all want to come on again, we'll definitely do it again.
All right,
Yo,
all
man,
right.
definitely.
Thank you for the invite
Grateful
again.
for you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for y'all too, and I'm also
Sure.
grateful for everybody that listened to this episode of Liquor Talk. You done got pulled up with the Liquor Talk, whether that's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or YouTube, wherever you get your platforms at. Go ahead and subscribe to both platforms because we are taking over for the 23 and the 24 and the 25.
That's
Hey.
For sure, man.
Yes.
Hey, much